Okay, so I got this comment asking me if I could give my favorite songs from every Mariah Carey album and then rank them. And I was like, sure, this was very difficult for me to do. I'm really a decisive person. I struggled, but let's get started. Okay, at number one, I decided to give it to Underneath the Stars. If you know one thing about me, this is my favorite Mariah Carey song. I think it's beautiful, just the imagery that she paints all the way throughout it, with her songwriting and everything. Love the production, especially that bridge, the beautiful and bittersweetly part as well. And yeah, everything on the song is just magical. It is just that song for me. It's my number one all time. So, that had to be at number one. Number two, I'm having All I Want for Christmas Is You. And it's important to say right here that whenever I finally do make my video of my favorite Mariah Carey songs of all time, this is not indicative of that list. I know that it sounds kind of contradicting and confusing. This would be somewhere in my top 25 Mariah songs, I'm sure, but it would not be in my top 10. I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but I have to explain that. But this is a great song. This is a great song. I like listening to Christmas music all year round. That Justin Bieber Christmas album, hate to see me coming right now. But yeah, I think that it's just has all the bells and whistles that you could want from a Christmas song. So I just love the production that's going on the way all throughout here. Her vocals, that slow intro, the way that she builds it up, the chorus, the bridge, it has everything. And a lot of people don't know that this is an original Christmas song. Mariah Carey wrote this herself, and she does not get enough 10s as a songwriter, as I always say, because she has 19 number one hits and she wrote 18 of them. And a lot of people don't know that, so I always like to push forward Mariah Carey, the songwriter. At number three, I got Butterfly. Butterfly, it's just a special song to me. It's just a special song to me. I just have listened to it so many times. It's one of those ones where I know, the back of my hand, every ad lib, every part. So yeah, she's like, this is what I wish Tommy would have said to me. And, I appreciate that. I love the background vocals, the bridge, the whistle, all those little details in the song. I just love it to pieces. So that's a number three. Number four, I have Giving Me Life with Slick Rick and Bull Orange from Caution. I think this is a top 5 Mariah Carey song. I really do. I think we should talk about it more. It's a shame it wasn't a single. It's a shame we didn't get a video for it. And you know what? But at the end of the day, we got the record. We got the record, so I can be thankful for that. I love the production, how psychedelic that it is, the features. I just love this song a whole lot. And now we are into top 5. At number 5, I decided to give it to Love Takes Time. Okay, this is a song where I just love the whole bridge moment on this song. It's one of my favorite Mariah Carey bridges, and the Stockholm performance went crazy. It went crazy. So you have that, and just it's just a quintessential Mariah Carey pop R&B ballad kind of song. So she did what she had to do. They needed her to do another song, and she made it happen. No pun intended. At number 6, I decided to give it to Fly Like a Bird. Love whenever she gets into her gospel bag. Big fan of Fly Like a Bird. This was easy for me. Love the Grammys performance. Number 7, I decided to give it to Emotions. Whenever I was looking at the Emotions album, my knee-jerk reaction was to have Make It Happen. And then I remembered that I like the Make It Happen version live better from Madison Square Garden, which, like I said, this ties into my actual top 10 list would be different from this. And I'll show something I did a few years ago. I'm kind of showing that at the end. I know it's confusing. But that's why I went with Emotions as a song, because I like the album version the best. Like people said, one of the best vocal performances of all time. Mariah Carey, best singer of all time, in my opinion at least. And Emotions, she was doing everything. She had the riffs, she had the run, she was belting. This is a very hard song to sing. You ever see someone try to cover Emotions? It's terrorism. It's not good, because Mariah Carey is just, what a singer, man. Number 8, Anytime You Need a Friend. I love the song. Again, like I said, I love when she gets into her gospel bag. I love the whole bridge moment. What a great song. What a great song. I wish she would have got to go kind of the way that she wanted to with this album more, but, Tommy Mottola of it all. It is what it is. Number 9, I decided to put The One. I love The One. It's always been my favorite from Charm Bracelet. It should have been a single, but instead, we got Through the Rain, and then we got Boy, I Need You. So it's unfortunate. Mariah said she wanted it to be the single, and they didn't do it. So, but I love it. I think it's just a chill R&B song. I even like Jermaine's Dupri inclusion in it, and it has it all, especially that Shining Through the Rain performance. Yeah, Mariah has a lot of great live performances. At number 10, I decided to give it to Heartbreaker with Jay-Z. At first, I had Can't Take That Away, in this list and everything like that. I think Heartbreaker is just kind of the one I've been listening to more recently, so it's probably recency bias. But I just love it. I think it's a fun pop R&B song. So, maybe depending on the day, I could switch it out with Can't Take That Away. But I love me some good pop music. I do, and Heartbreaker gave me that. Number 11, I decided to go with I Stay in Love. For the longest, I had I Wish You Was my favorite, but I listened to I Stay in Love more. So, that's what's interesting about this list is I made videos talking about this. And then when I was going through, most of the time, I'm like, okay, this is a song. But there were some times where I really struggled and I had to be honest with myself about what my favorite is right now at this moment in time. So opinions can change. But I Stay in Love, yeah, she was trying to recreate We Belong Together. And I ate that up, okay? I like I Stay in Love a lot, okay? I love the whole production of it. I like the video. I really like the song, okay? Number 12, I decided to give it to When Christmas Comes. Yeah, When Christmas Comes kind of does not get enough love, but especially the ending part, the whole belt, like if you listen to it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I love When Christmas Comes. I decided to put it number 12. 13 is Candy Bling. I love Candy Bling. I do. At first, it was inseparable, but then I listened to Candy Bling more, so I changed my mind. But Candy Bling is a great song. Like the whole intro, it's so good. It's so good. I could have went with a few songs out the song, but Candy Bling has been speaking to me right now. Number 14 is Make It Look Good. I love Make It Look Good, and just the way that she has her vocal delivery all the way throughout the song, the production, it has such a throwback vibe. So yeah, it's been my favorite song off this album. And at 15, I decided to give it to Never Too Far. I love Never Too Far. I think it's a gorgeous song. So yeah, obviously, I love all these songs. That's why this was so hard for me to do, okay? Usually when I do these videos ranking track 2s or whatever, like there's a clear separator between the top and the bottom. But I love all these songs, so this was actually very difficult for me to do. I really struggled with this. But that's how I feel right now. MC16 is coming, so this will be outdated, in a few months. But this is how I'm feeling right now. So this is the top 10 that I did a couple of years ago on my Twitter account, and you can kind of see the differences. So like I'm talking about with live performances, Make It Happen, the live version. This is not really in order, by the way. I have to kind of stress that because I have changed my mind a little bit. But I like the live version more. Do You Think of Me off the Rarities? If we were going to talk rarities, that's my favorite song of the Rarities, one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs. So Do You Think of Me would have to be up there as well. Can't Take That Away. It might still be up there. I would have to think about that. Butterfly the Song would probably be moved into my top 5 at this point because I love that song so much. Love Takes Time, I already discussed. Fly Like a Bird, yeah. So I might switch out some other songs that she has released throughout the years. The thing with Mariah Carey's discography is she has so many good songs, so I think that's part of the reason why I struggle to kind of put some of this stuff together. Like making my top 10 a few years ago wasn't that hard. I think if I really thought about it for like 5 or 10 minutes, I could come up with a top 10 for you right now. This is just something I did a few years ago to kind of explain, that wouldn't necessarily translate into this. So I wanted to say that. So I probably would change it up. This was a few years ago, and one of these days I will make a video on my favorite Mariah Carey songs of all time. I'm probably gonna have to do top 25, top 30, and you might think, oh, that's a lot. But you also have to remember that Mariah Carey is my personal favorite artist of all time. If you've seen enough of my videos on this page, on YouTube, on Twitter, like I love Mariah Carey so much. You guys don't understand how much she means to me, her music. So I tried to narrow it down a few years ago. I could not narrow it down. Like it felt like a disservice for how many great songs that she has. If I was forced to narrow it down to 10, sure, I could, but I'll probably give you guys top 25, top 30, but I'm probably waiting until MC60 comes out because I'll probably include a song off of that. But this is kind of the general idea. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of my picks and everything. Where would you rank everything and all those other things. I try to just have studio albums. That's why I didn't put the rarities on there. If Do You Think of Me would have been on here, conversations would have been had. It would have been high up in that list. I can guarantee that. But let me know what you think below.